Hello everybody, welcome to the main event tonight at Lane's Raceway. It's been main event ever since we started it. Hometown Heroes here at Lane's Raceway. I know y'all love the old Hometown Heroes. Well, you know it don't run on the orange. It runs on the oval. Nonetheless, we have 11 total racers here tonight. And as you can see, I still have the road up here. We need to get that changed out. Check this, make sure we're lined up. All right, here we go. All right, you guys know the deal. 2 communities, 3 strikes, you're out. We got all 8 racers. Just go stick that over on the table somewhere. And it has been let known to all racers, if they are setting out, they are to track marshal. If they do not, please let me know in the comments that they are not, and I will get a 10-lap penalty for them to lose the race. All right, racers, we ready? Watch your lights. Looks like we got all our track marshals, 8, 9, 10, 11. We get our first yellow flag, and a really delicious looking wreck is we see a car all the way off on its lid. It's going to be Briney's car coming off there. Red and purple. First community. Oops. Let's see if we can do a little bit of modifying to the screen to make it just a little bit bigger. Blue and white for second community. Got a locked ratio here. Let's try this again. Widen it up. Red, blue, and green. They're going to receive their first strikes. All right. Got a little bit bigger screen there. Oh, we got several cars coming off. Nobody hitting the button there. Brutal. Probably the best wreck we've seen in a while. Full speed come apart. So purple, white, and black. Purple, white, and black. All right, everybody but orange and yellow has strikes this heat. Brian out in the lead down on black as he comes in to try to catch up with purple here. Purple lane being Gunner Bender, our winner last night in the, I don't know what we need to call that. We call it the dirt race, but we qualify, do the heat races like a real dirt race. I don't know what to actually call it here, because this right here is round robin. Side by side, black and yellow. Nathaniel Burden and Brian. Oh, as Nathaniel hits Gunner, and both of them come off. So Nathaniel will take a strike there on yellow, and Gunner on purple going to take his second strike. Got 24 seconds left to go in the heat. I keep going back to cam 1 and 2 because we do so many races on orange. Four red lights dropping out to a green. Brian, still your current leader. So we see him down low battling it out with Gunner there on purple. He's able to keep the lead there. Approaching up to his right side there, Glenn Burden on blue, but nobody can really hang with Brian currently down there on black lane. Brian's got the cowboy car there. He's got some dead skeleton cowboys shooting out some bullets, and he's going about as fast as a Wild West bullet right now. Nice good coast from Scott and Gunner there towards the end. Take a look at the strike board here and clear it out. And then we're going to head on over to the track mate. And we can see several people, Jay Latham, Jackson, and Randy, yet to be in. Jay's going to be coming in this heat. Now, you go off on white and come back in on red, so you need to mark your spot on the track because we have more than 8 racers here. 55 total laps for Brian, 54 tied up with Gunner and Nathaniel. Scott 53, Glenn 52, Bronny 49, Josh 49, and Bryson 48. Gonna head back over to the oval and let you watch these guys work on the cars. Be right back with you.
Good.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds before we start seeing 4 red lights drop out to a green. Everybody's up there. Everybody's racing. I see 3 people sitting out watching the track, so we are ready to go. Brian Vender still in the lead down on yellow lane, holding it down, 59 total laps. Gunner really hammering it home down on black, as we can see him chasing Brian. His next victim will be Brian on yellow. We'll see if he can catch him within the next couple of laps here. And it looks like he's probably going to get him in this next lap here, as he goes to pass Brian right now and take the lead there on Black Lane. Gunner, our winner last night in the dirt races, he sends one. He sends Glenn Burden out to the outer wall there, collecting him and Bryson for the first community. So Bryson there on blue and Glenn on purple taking the first community.
I won't pick up for you no more.
Four red lights dropping out to a green, and we're on cam 1 and 2. Let's swap back. There we go. Messing up on that all night long. So we see a car to the outside on Dead Man's Corner. That's going to be Jay Latham on red lane for the second community. We're now in strike territory. People will start getting strikes now. Gunner, your current leader, down on black, ripping it home. As he comes in to pass second place Brian yet again for a second, as he gets involved in an incident with Jay Latham on the high banks, both of them coming back for their strike. So it's going to be Gunner going to take a strike and Jay Latham on red. Gunner making the third pass, but now second because he wrecked earlier. As we see 2 or 3 cars coming off here. Gunner, one of them. We got Scott, I believe, is one too. So Gunner, that'll be his second strike. And then Brian Vender, that'll be his first strike there on yellow. So Gunner's got to keep it on for the rest of the heat, or he's going to fall pretty hard here. And he's got a whole minute to keep it on. As we see a car off of purple that's shooting to the outside wall there, that's going to be Glenn Burden taking a strike. His first. And a hard hit on the inside. Gunner wise enough to stop there, as we see Nathaniel Burden fixing to take a strike. His first. And issue with the car there. That's going to be a strike for Bryson. Is that a track fault or his fault? Okay. So there is no strike on blue. See a car to the outside. That is going to be a strike for Scott, his second. Another car to the outside, Jay Latham. Going to take a strike there on red, his second. yellow flag here. And that's going to be Briney taking a strike. On green lane. His first. And Gunner's going to hold it off for one more heat there. So we held over to the track mate. We see Gunner out in the lead, 113 laps, 56.5 on average. Brian in second, 54.5. Nathaniel Burden in third with 53.5. And that rounds up your top three. Then we got 106, 104, 102, 100, all the way down to Jay. Now Jackson coming in next, followed by Randy. Take you guys over to the oval right after we clear the strikes out. And you can watch these guys work. Be right back with you.
Before the last session,
Race starts in 20 seconds.
All right, 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Gunner still in the lead, 114 total laps, followed by Brian Vender, his father, at 112. Nathaniel Burden there approaching with 111 up on white lane. We see a car fall all the way to the inside there. That is going to be the first community for what looks to be Jackson Darty. Quick hands by Scott Daniel to save several cars from incident, as that's going to be the second community from Jackson Darty. Bad news for Jackson, there's already been a senior 5 strikes today, so he will not receive that award. So we've got a yellow flag and a car coming off here. That's going to be Glenn Burden receiving his first strike. Yeah, Jackson took both communities. It's going to car to the outside all the way up and back down. That's going to be Nathaniel Burden taking his first strike. Gunnar Vendor, though, currently in the lead, turning 20 laps as we see another car already coming to the high side here. Two of them, actually. Didn't give Jay that lap, okay. So purple and blue going to take a strike. Glenn Burden right now poising himself up to take Brian, if he can. They're on black lane. So see another car to the high outside yet again. And that's going to be Briney on blue, taking his second strike.
Get ready.
Halfway through the heat now, Gunner's still holding on. We see Glenn not actually gaining too much on Brian. Brian holding a pretty good consecutive run there on orange lane. Nice little grouping taking place in Dead Man's Corner. And everybody making it out. Pretty good racing here towards the end of round robin 3. Blue comes on the inside of orange. We're going to spell a little bit of disaster here, possibly. But he's holding back a little bit. Brian's running some good consecutive laps here. 3 cars getting involved in an incident there. So strike for orange, white, red. Looks like we have quite a few here. Purple, orange, white, red. Orange, white, and red. A lot of 2 strikes now. Change in leadership there as Briney moves down into 4th position. Or up into 4th position, sorry. So take a look here at the strikes. We'll go ahead and clear those out. Head over to the track mate. Gunner still in the lead, 170 total laps, 56.7. Turning 59 laps there on black, holding it down as 2 other people already ran black and only turned 55. Tying up with Glenn 54 on purple, but a impressive 57 laps there on yellow. Randy Kirtley going to get hooked up. The last of the racers to get hooked up here. And then we're going to start seeing some of these racers come out and do their 3 stints. Head over to the oval, let you watch these guys work on their cars. Be right back with you.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds.
All right, here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. The communities have been cleared. Bryson now down on black lane. Glenn Burden up on yellow. He's probably going to take over Brian here very shortly as he's coming up on Brian right now, I believe. Nope, he's about a half track. There he goes. He's coming up on him in the next lap there. So you see 2 cars going behind outside there. That's Brian taking a look at his car right now. Right behind him is Glenn Burden to take that 172. First community is going to be gone here. That's Cotton Candy Randy on red lane. Take a hit here. Orange also going to take a community. Let's get a yellow flag here. That's Glenn Burden's car going to take the second community with Brian Vender. One to the high outside there. Cotton Candy Randy going to take a strike. One of the few series Randy struggles with is the Hometown Hero Series. He's got a car to the outside. That's going to be Brian Vender taking a strike. His first. We've got 3, 4 cars coming out.
I didn't think he would get it.
Purple, blue, and black. Purple, blue, and black. All on one strike. Several cars getting collected there, nowhere to go. And that is going to be Jay Latham and Bryson. Blue and black, 3rd seconds. Inside pass there on purple, and he makes it. Red wanting to make a pass on white. It's going to be very close. See, purple actually coming up on black, and black coming off into purple. So Bryson and Bryony for sure getting strikes here. That's the second one for Bryony, 3rd one for Bryson. And first one for Orange. buster taking place yet again. 3 wide. One of them lets off. Good move for Jackson. As he lets off to let that thing not get smoked. And that is a red flag rotation, folks. We'll clear out the strike board here. Head over to the track mate. We still see Gunner out in the lead. 224 total laps, 56 on average. 53.8 for Glenn and 53.2 for Brian. Briney there in 4th position, 53.2, as he's tied up for 3rd position. Bryson there in 4th position, 49.2. Nathaniel 52.3, so we'll see him start to climb a little bit. Jay Latham 50.3, we'll also see him climb. 52 for Scott Daniel, we're going to see him climb about the same speed as Nathaniel. Jackson 47.5, he's down a little bit, but he's running high lanes there and a pretty moderate green lane there. Randy Kirtley there at 50. We're going to see him really start to climb here as he ran 50 total laps on red lane, smoking fast. 49 laps on average for Josh on white lane. We'll see him climb a little bit too. So stay tuned as we head over to the oval. Let you watch these guys work. We'll be back with you in about 1 minute 30 seconds. All right, here we go. 5 red lights dropping out, or 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. We got 3 track markers. We're good. Take a community here. Looks like Glenn Burden there. And it looks like a community on blue lane too. Purple lane coming quick. Jay Latham. That hyper red car. He makes a pass down low on blue of Jackson Darty. Ooh, but coming up behind him on black lane, Briney making a super pass on both of them. Briney coming up on yellow lane right now, Bryson. He's going to make that pass with ease. Up high on red lane, impressive. Josh Reinerson really holding some pretty impressive times down for red lane, 2.3. So we get a hard hit there in Dead Man's Corner. 2 cars involved. Looks like Josh stayed in. Let's see Glenn Burden and Randy Kirtley taking a second community. We are now in strikes, folks. little over halfway. So we get a yellow flag here and a car off on the inside to be Jay Latham. Gonna take his first strike. Jay Latham's car looking like it's possibly struggling a little bit slower down on purple than usual. As Black Wayne O'Brien comes blistering by. I think Jay Latham might be having some issues with his car there on purple. Even yellow lane's catching him quite quickly as we see a car to the outside narrowly missing the yellow car. That's going to be Randy Kirtley taking another strike here on green lane. Or his first strike, sorry about that. And a red car of Reinerson coming out on the outside, bypassing both green and purple for a second. Just holding it down. Green lane there. Randy Kirtley narrowly missing the car of Gunner. Gunner going to take a strike here on white lane. .27 seconds left to go in the heat. We're around robin 5 of 11. And if anything, very eventful wrecks have been taking place here tonight. Some of them quite cool. You can see 2 cars coming off in the high banks. One of them looks to be Randy Kirtley, the other one, Gunner. Gunner going to take his second, and Randy's going to take his second. Go. 4 red lights drop out to a green. Oh, we get a car flip upside down. Several cars on their lid in the backstretch here. What do we got here? Gunner, that's going to be his third. Jackson and Briney going to receive strikes here. Briney's first strike. Jackson's first strike. Gunner's third. Gunner's out. Pull Gunner's car on white. As Briney now takes over the lead from Gunner. Get a little side-by-side action between purple and yellow there. Bryson and Jade racing each other pretty clean. So we head over to the strikes. We'll go ahead and clear those out. Head over to the track mate. We see Gunner now falling a position there after basically coming off too many times there, suffering a 41 on white lane. But if you're going to suffer one, it's definitely on red or white's the one you want to suffer it on, because they don't tend to turn that many laps anyway. But nonetheless, Briney, our new leader, 271 total laps, 54.2 on average, 53 on average for Gunner after that white lane, and Glenn Burden, 52.6 to round up your top 3. Heading back over to the oval, let you guys watch them run, and we'll be right back with you.
car with that one.
Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds.
All right, folks, here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. Oh, and a holy moly, what a hard hit. Jay Latham's going to take the wreck of the week again. Oh, as his car comes completely off the track, gets battered by 2 or 3 cars on the way. What an awesome wreck. Jay Latham definitely going to take the community on that one. Red lane of Scott Daniel, too. Jay Latham definitely checking his car out after such a gnarly wreck. Another cartwheeler this week. Last week ended up winning a sorter block as me and the wife rated his wreck the most brutal. Actually, he tied with Gunner. Gunner called the flip and lost. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. Here we go. Oh, you get another car coming off. That's Josh Reinerson's car. It about hit me over. That's the second community. We're in strikes. Excuse me, folks. Oh, we get a couple more incidents taking place here. These are going to be strikes this time, so we'll see who it is. Black car of Jay Latham is good as he pushes it through the line to let us know. Green and red going to receive strikes. So we get a yellow flag right out of the gate. One of them coming off here. That's going to be a strike for orange. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Ooh, and a hit and a come back in. That looks like Lynn Burton's car on white lane going to take a strike. Ambulances. Ronnie currently in the lead, and he's holding it down there on yellow lanes. You see his car coming and approaching that orange car. Bryson, he really makes the pass. Lynn Burton up there on white, holding the best canvas. We get Jay Latham slam the wall and come back down. Jay Latham going to receive a strike there, his first. Jay Latham's car now probably experiencing quite a few incidents here as we see a car shot to the outside edge. And that's going to be Glenn Burden taking a strike on White Lane, his second.
Get ready.
4 red lights dropped out to green. Here we go. We can see a big change in speed for Jay Latham. We see it almost like when it gets into a corner, it really slows down tight. So we see Jay Latham taking a strike here. And that's going to be his second. One thing that's for sure is when these cars front ends start dragging the front tires, if those front tires are not freed up really good, it will put a halt and a stop down on your car really, really quick. So a little back and forth between Jay and Jackson here. But we see Jay really coming to almost a screeching halt in the high banks here. I don't know what's going on with that car. It's just bound up, it looks like. See the car down on purple. Jackson narrowly missing an incident with Briney. Briney making that pass on the outside. Briney actually having a fast car this week. We might see him in the top 3 for sure. And that's going to be a red flag rotation. Let's go over to the strike board, go ahead and clear it out. Head to the track mate. We can see Briney out in the lead, 54.7 on average. Total laps 328. Second position at Glenn Burden, 311, 51.8. And a Bryson Wilson, 302, 50.3 on average. I'll round up your top 3. Going to take you over to the oval and be right back with you.
One of our power was still off. Daddy, did you get your keys? Yeah, they're just.
Want to know the same thing?
Yeah.
Bring your drink.
Hey, Don.
That pizza place. Don, you made it well.
Hey, what are you doing? Around? You got food, didn't you? Oh.
Little old man.
Yeah, buddy. Good people talking all that smack. Yeah.
20 seconds.
Hey, bud. Hey. Dr. Dog. Top good. Top good.
All right, here we go. Oh, excuse me, folks. Briney out in the lead, 333 total laps up on orange. We see 2 cars involved in an incident here. One of them is Josh Reinerson. The other one is Scott Daniels. taking the first community. You got enough phones? All right, please be praying for Tall, Kentucky. They got a tornado on the ground. So we see Randy Kirtley going to take the second community there on purple. Randy wants a piece of the action. He dive bombs down in there and passes both. These are the kind of risky moves you got to make if you want to make the climb. Bryony right now out in the lead. Turn 15 laps. We see another car shot to the outside. That's going to be Bryony's car this time. And he's going to have to suffer a strike, his first. Oh, as we see a car come to the inside, narrowly missing Jackson. What a crazy wreck. Nonetheless, we're going to see Scott Daniel take his first strike. I don't know how he missed that. Did you get a strike there? Did you get a strike? All right, wrong lane Randy. Going to take a strike. His first. And a car coming off, about hitting me over here. And that's going to be Nathaniel Burton taking one. His first. Oh, and a hard hit to the outside wall. That's Cotton Candy Randy yet again. And Jay Latham. And Bryson. It's going to be yellow taking a strike. Purple taking his second. And white. Bryson taking a strike. Jackson and Randy close neck and neck, side by side. Three more cars coming off in Dead Man's Corner. Got to see who they are. Jay Latham, Bryony, and Scott. So that's second for Jay, second for Bryony, second for Scott. It's funny how when everybody gets a second strike, how they dial it in a little bit and don't wreck. Looks like somebody's dragging it. And that's going to be Nathaniel Burton's second strike. we get 2 cars, 3 cars maybe. All right, yellow. That's 3 on yellow. Orange, 3 on orange. So orange and yellow's out. Blue's first one. So our leader now going to set out for the remainder of these few seconds. And Jay Latham also going to set out. That was 2 out of the podium setting out for the next couple seconds. Let's get a red flag here and a heat over. Heading over to the strikes, going to clear those off the board. And take a look here at the track mate, Briney, still out in the lead even after having to set out those few seconds. 54 on average. He's got 1 more heat left to go. Bryson still got 1 more heat left to go. He's 50.1 in second position. Lindbergh's got 2 heats left to go. He's 51.8 on average around the top 3. Heading back over to the oval. Let you guys watch these guys until we get back under green. Be right back with you. All right, 10 seconds before we start round robin, 8 of 11. About to see those red lights drop into green. See 2 cars involved in an incident. That's going to be Ryan Bender. Scott and Nathaniel. Another yellow flag here. Looks to be Brian again for the second community. Brian Vender. We are now in strikes. Minute and 48 seconds left to go in the heat. 3 strikes and you're out. Now these guys are driving. I held my mouth as long as I could, but man, these guys are driving right now. Wow, what a run. What a run. See Josh Reinerson there. He's going to take his first strike on purple. I don't think he is in any fear of getting those other 2 strikes in the next 29 seconds, especially how well everybody's been racing so far in this heat. That was a good move there by Josh Reinerson, allowing Randy Kirtley to go there. 5 seconds left to go in the heat. And that's going to be Briney taking a strike. And that's a red flag rotation. What a beautiful coast by Jay Latham. So we head over to the strikes, clear those out. Not many to be had for sure. Heading back to the track mate, we see Briney still holding down the lead, but he is coming off now. He's going to be track marshaling the rest of his time. 429 laps is what it is to beat, folks. Bryson's got one more heat to try to get to that, but his average is a couple laps short, so Briney's probably going to hang on to it. Jay Latham there in 3rd position. He's also a little short, but he's still got one more heat left to go also. So we'll see what happens here to round up the top 3. And everybody else that has at least 2 or more heats to go. Head over to the oval, let you watch these guys work. Be right back with you. right, here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. Jay better grab his card. And he grabs it. Oh, in the nick of time. Oh, and a hard hit to the high outside. That's going to be Gunner taking the first community. We need a quick pass, and we're good. Randy Kirtley with those long arms, he can do anything. 1 minute and 41 seconds as we get another incident in the high bank, or the dead man's corner. Green and black lane. Now we're in strikes. Jay Latham now currently your leader up on white lane. Oh, so we got a hard hit.
Oh, he rolled by me. I'm glad he did.
And it's going to be Gunner
He's getting ready to take me out.
taking a strike here. His first. And purple lane coming off there. Scott Daniel. He's going to take a strike. Nice little cluster forming here. We'll see if they can hang it out for a couple laps. Then they cannot. As one gets sent to the outside wall, that's going to be Gunner again. That's his second strike. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Still formed up on the high side there. So see Gunner trying to make a move up on red against white lane. Very dangerous as we see a car shot to the outside wall. That's going to be Cotton Candy Randy. Going to take a strike. His first. Oh, 2 cars ending up in the high banks portion. And that's going to be a third strike on red for Gunner. That's his third. Brian, his first strike. Full red lights drop out to green. Here we go. If you're wanting to get involved and you're watching right now, you want to get involved in a series, we're going to have a new series firing up in 3 weeks. So be ready for it. Mini stock truck series. Ferrari, Lamborghini, P1, Group 12 Flexi series. And get a strike here. Green, black. And the NASCAR Fairview IT Cup Series, the brutality that we call the Blood Bowl. All 3 of these series are going to be going live in the summer series, so expect full-blown debacle. Cotton Candy Randy going to take his second strike here as we start this baby back up. So 2 exciting little classes here for sure. The LMP12 class, of course, only going to be running on the orange. It's basically going to take the place of a wing car series. Green. Yes.
2 on me,
Josh Reinerson. Yes, 2. How many on white? 1. You know what? That might be something I'll do. I might set up some kind of stream deck or something that can go for the racers so they can see how many strikes they have for the next series. Might take me a couple days to figure something like that out, but I think I can figure that out for the guys and produce it wirelessly, maybe through Bluetooth or something, so that every time I make these strikes, they can see it. Got a strike there for Scott Daniel on purple, his second, but it ain't really going to matter much. Guess we got about 1/10 of a second left, if any. And a red flag. All right, here we go. Clearing out the strike board. It was a pretty brutal one, in comparison to the previous heat from it. Right now, Brining's still in the lead, 429 total laps. Jay Latham finishing up with 399. Jackson Darty up next to finish up, and he has got 357 right now in 3rd position. Bryson in 4th position with 50.1 on average, and he's got 1 more left to go too. We'll see how things shape up there. We'll go over to the oval and let you watch these guys work. Be right back with you.
Stop a couple of down that time. Or the 4 really had stopped.
Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds.
All right, here we go, folks. Full red lights dropping out to a green. We are in round robin 10 of 11. One on red. yellow going to take the community. A little side-by-side action down on black and purple there. Let's get a yellow flag here. Somebody came off crook of the track there. And that's going to be Gunner taking his first strike. A little bit of a dive bomb action there off orange passing green. Maybe Curly. Down in second position, coming out of nowhere, actually in second position. Josh Reinerson right there behind him with 353 total laps. The yellow flag here. You see Brian Vender take his first strike. Ooh, and a little bumper-to-bumper action here. Looks like Brian Vender going to take another strike here. His second.
He didn't come out, I'm not.
49 seconds left to go in the heat. Yeah, Brian's out. Red lane, Glenn Burden. He's going to take his first. One. No, senior 5 strike's already been taken today. Scott Daniel took it. Yeah, you can't take it from him. This will be a strike on black there. Car coming off there. Might have collected two. Scott Daniel and Glenn Burden. Both of these guys on their second strikes. All right, that's a red flag rotation. Let's head over to the strikes and clear those out. Head back over to track meet. Briney still holding on. 429 total laps. First place, 53.6 on average. Josh Reinerson and Randy Kirtley on a headhunting spree here with 54.9 on average. They still have one more heat left to go. They're at 384 after this. So we'll probably see them take over first and second. But Briney has a really good chance of hanging on to that third position there with 53.6 on average. We got one more heat to find out, so let's see if he can hang on to that podium, folks. Heading over to the oval. Let you watch these guys work. Be right back with you.
How many laps I gotta make in a clutch? 40?
The race starts in 1 minute. Race starts in 40 seconds.
Hello. Oh, the rock.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, here we go. Final heat, Randy and Josh Reinerson tied up. We see a car go to the high outside. That is going to be Bryson on the red, taking the community. Randy makes a move there on red, and it succeeds. Josh Reinerson down just those couple of lanes, though, makes it real hard for Randy to have a chance here. These are probably your number 1 and number 2 you're looking at. Josh Reinerson with a nice pass. Glenn Burton actually lifting there on green, allowing him to go by. And we got a yellow flag down on black lane, it looks like. That's going to be our second community. Oh, with some real hard hits there in the high banks. Looks like Gunner and Bryson involved in an incident. Also, it looks like Josh Reinerson. Looks like we got a lot of people off here. So Gunner on blue, taking a strike. Bryson on red. Orange, Josh Reinerson. White, Randy Kirtley. 4 people coming off there. Big hits, big hits. Another hard hit there. Glenn Burton coming off, collecting a couple cars here. Glenn, Randy, and Bryson. That's Randy's second and Bryson's second. 45 seconds left to go. And some hits up top. We'll see who's collected. So that's Scott on yellow, black, and red. Red's done. Glenn Burton making a nice gesture to Josh Reinerson, allowing him to go by. So get a hard hit to the high outside here. And that's going to be Gunner on blue, taking his second strike. 12 seconds left to go. What a race it's been. A lot of hard hits and one heat where there was hardly any wrecks whatsoever, which was surprising. But it looks like Josh Reinerson's going to bring this one home, folks. Josh Reinerson, 439 laps. So take a look here at the track mate. Josh Reinerson will bring home the victory, 439 total laps, averaging 54.9 there at the end. Randy Kirtley, 435 there in second position, getting an average of 54.4. And Bronny, he hanged on to that, just like I was saying, he hung on to that podium there, 429 tied up with Scott Daniels. Scott, where did you end up?
Oh, I remember earlier y'all was talking about that. You didn't remember where you was.
Who ended up getting it, you or Scott? Bronny? All right. Bronny's going to bring home third position. Scott is in fourth position, as you can see. And, well, you actually can't see, but nonetheless, I talked to the guys, and they said that Bronny got it. So 421 there for Nathaniel Burden, 52.6. Glenn Burden, 406, 50.8 on average. Jackson, 404, 50.2 on average. Jay Latham, 399, 49.9 on average. Brian Bender, 390, 48.8. And Bryson Willis, 385, 48.1 on average. Guys, thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream here for the Hometown Heroes here at Lanes Raceway. Jackson over here being a ham. Nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in. God bless you. See you next week. We got next week and one more week after that. That's it. Next week you'll probably see some of the guys. Oh, look, here comes Bryson hamming it up. You'll probably see the guys wearing their Hometown Heroes or Spring Series shirts. Let me reiterate that. Spring Series shirts next week. They should be coming in Tuesday probably because Monday's a holiday. Nonetheless, God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And if you're interested in our upcoming series, like I said, we got a Group 12 series. We got a mini stock 4-inch GRC series, and we're going to have the famous Fairview IT Cup series, pure debacle here at Lanes Raceway. God bless you. See you guys next week.